they managed to win. Frank just so ridiculous in these team fights, and Eminem cannot get into this bush. Does get there.
Maybe he's, you know, burrowed, looking for any shenanigans, but everyone is staying very still. Oh, someone, oh.
Are they? There's no way they walk in.
Oh, God.
Oh, no.
Oh, God. Oh, dear. They see them, but too little too late, and Evie's dead. There is no way he gets out, right? And Jiang gets first. Oh, God.
Yeah, loses his flash as well. I think they were just looking for some vision. Frank, bit of a soul read.
Yeah, that's a flash trade. And interesting that Evie committed to going in there. He saw the pulses from someone
He only saw two people move, so maybe he thought it was just top jungle. And gets punished for the shenanigans he tried to pull last game, where he was trying to invade. And this time, Jiang won't feel the need to protect his jungler. Volibear going to be fine just soloing this red.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's going to go down in the 1v1 up in top lane. Not immediately anyway, but I think, honestly, it's definitely Jiang that's more vulnerable. I mean, just the tunnels for Evie, they close a lot of distance.
Yeah, no flashes either side.
Yeah, exactly. And so I think if Forest manages to find his way up in this top side with Jiang overextended, probably feels pretty good. I mean, they've looked for dives on Jiang in 2 of our 3 games thus far.
Yeah.
Worked out in both. And then the second dive they looked for in game 3 kind of lost them the game, but still.
Yeah, looked a lot better when they brought 3 to the dives in the Irelia game.
He trading well for himself.
Yeah.
Same as we saw last game, though.
Yeah, and it felt like last game Jiang got to the point where he could just trade back reasonably well with the Rek'Sai. Is going to get there earlier this game.
Yeah, you know, you gave her first blood, and after last game, I think the very last person you want with resources is Jiang on this Aatrox.
Yeah, Evie does get a big crash, though Forrest refreshes his ward and is looking at
looking mid. Gemini kind of in the area, but he's continuing to walk further and further away, and the flash is going to be answered here. Jimmy, though, flashes in a straight line, is just going to be going down. That's both flashes out of the mid jungle from SoftBank, but they answer back a kill, and Dasher once again, early on in this game, on the board.
Oh. Gemini is going to steal away these Krugs and probably fight for the red buff as well. Any fights around bot lane, if it's a 3v3, are just going to be massively winning for the Sen and Nautilus side. Smolder, completely useless at this point, but Forrest is going to spot out Gemini. Is he just going to be watching him do his red, though? I don't think he can do much to stop this. So nice invade from Gemini. Picks up 2 camps for himself, but you're still happy with that kill if you're the side of SoftBank.
Yeah, for sure. It's something, obviously, you want these kills, and Dasher, for the large part of last game, was just controlling everything.
So, I mean, I don't think this dive could possibly work.
No. We've got Jimmy coming down. This is going to work.
Oh, yeah, Talia is here.
Yeah. We found the stun, we found the stun, we found the root, we found the shove, we found everything as Vista does flash away, has the aftershock going, but now it's not, and the hook lands. Kaiwing claims himself the kill. Gemini does go down, is picked up, however, by Vista. So certainly a winning trade there in favor, yet again, of Frank as they take the 2-for-1.
Yeah, luckily Marble has TP there, and Vista not rooting Kaiwing once he takes tower aggro is very surprising there. Kaiwing gets to hold on to his flash. Eminem loses his, and so does Gemini. It's going to be a plate for Dasher, so you're still very happy with that. You set the Smolder a bit behind, but because he has TP, not going to be feeling all that bad. Oh, it's Kaiwing TPing mid. And yeah, this dive definitely doesn't work 3v2, but with Jimmy rotating down, yeah, makes life a lot easier, and Kaiwing is able to just walk up and auto Marble here. I mean, Vista should just immediately root this Nautilus. I think he tries to stop Gemini from following up, maybe? No, he kind of just stands around for a bit.
Kaiwing tanking tower for as long as he possibly can.
Yeah, Eminem takes aggro, has to flash out, and yeah, they do trade a kill back, but it goes to the Maokai, and you're feeling pretty good killing the Smolder. Last time we saw something similar in game 1. The kills all went on, sorry, they got all the kills but on the Maokai, and it just didn't matter to the Smolder at all. He got to just farm up.
Yeah, this time we got the Smolder. Not only that, you've just got kind of the winning top side. At the moment,
Yeah.
Heavy doing much better in CS, but I think it looked similar to this as well.
Yeah.
Last time, it's just gradually as the game continued, Evie would teleport to a play, not find a whole lot, and Jiang would spend his time in top lane getting further and further ahead.
Yeah. Forrest going to be rushing 6 as fast as he can. He did pick up a blue buff while that was all happening. Stole that away from Gemini. So that's going to help him out getting level 6, especially after losing 2 camps to the Volley Bear earlier. And he is behind the enemy bot lane without any help coming for Frank, but Vista no flash to follow this up, and Kaiwing does have his.
Hook lands there, Forrest. He's in a little bit of trouble now, maybe, as Smolder's not really returning the damage you'd hoped for, and he goes for the flank, but it doesn't really result in...
Yeah, that was very close to Gemini getting there in time. If they have another... Oh, bit of an exchange in the mid lane. Dasher ends up losing his ulti. That's going to favor Jimmy in.
Yeah.
With a much shorter cooldowns.
Often, I mean, when we very first started to see the Taliyah versus Ahri, this is what oftentimes did happen.
Yeah.
But of late, it hasn't really, especially last game, you know, there wasn't ever a time where Dasher needed to use his ult defensively in the 1v1. In fact,
Yeah,
pretty
it's
much
been-
getting solo kills with it.
Yeah, it's been Jimmy in on the back foot for the most part in this matchup. Frank going to pick up this dragon. I don't imagine SoftBank have all that much to say about this. Forrest needs to go get himself level 6 and probably just play around Dasher. If Frank, on the other hand, can get another dive on the Smolder while his TP is down, it'll be disastrous for the Smolder. John getting pretty low in the top lane. Forrest should be close to level 6. He's going to eye up this red buff, but he has to be careful for a Taliyah ult once Gemini gets here. Does have smite, so he should have time to just take this away.
Yeah, once again being very proactive in the enemy jungle is Forrest, and that's what we saw him do last game too. Gemini is going to be here though, 1300 HP left on this. It's going to be a smite fight, and we never see Gemini lose those.
Yeah.
Eminem here too, doesn't connect with the root. Very close, but maybe just...
Yeah, and that sucks for Forrest. He would have got level 6 off that. Has to go find it somewhere else now.
Yeah, Evie though, he's waiting here, maybe looking for a steal.
Yeah, he's going to try Q all the little Krugs, I think.
He gets one.
Worth. Gonna make his way back in lane.
Yeah, just like that, we're back. Well, Jiang is so accurate.
Yep.
And he has very, very easily won that trade. Bramblevest once again for Evie. You don't really expect much different.
Dasher is going to have 3 people roll up to his lane, making sure Jimmy can safely get mid-prio, and they will then turn that into an engage, or an invade, sorry. Forrest able to secure the camp this time, and...
Oh
Heavy.
my god, something has occurred.
Yeah,
I mean,
Heavy
Jiang
almost.
loses flash. Oh god, Smolder is in trouble, does have flash, but CC'd for just too long, and he flashes, but not over the wall.
Yeah. Flash goes down, Marble still goes down.
And Jimmy, he's being very, very proactive on the map. Actually goes down early on in his lane, but he has found a way to this bot lane twice now.
Yeah, and
both
that was,
times securing kills onto Marble.
Yeah, and that was off the back of Frank just getting all that mid-prio and then walking down through the jungle. There's not much SoftBank can do to protect their Smolder once they get split up like that. And Kaiwing just hooks him. Marble thinks he's out of range and doesn't commit his flash early. Probably just had to accept his death here.
Do you remember Omrecker
Yeah.
and how nobody ever built it?
Yeah.
They just got rid of it.
Deactivates towers.
Yeah, they just got rid of it and made it Volley Bear's ult. It was literally the same time. Just got rid of Omrecker.
Gonna be just under 70 stacks for the Smolder at this point. Honestly doing a bit better than last game, but the 2 deaths have definitely slowed him down.
Yeah, didn't even realize this, but Frank, for the first time this game, or this series, actually putting a little bit of priority into those Void Grubs and actually picked up the first 3 for themselves. So
Yeah.
not even having to deal with that like they have been in the past.
Marble not going to be trading well with the Senna.
Gemini, very aggressive, running to Vista. Vista has flash available, maybe even having to use it here. Does get that Bramble smash, and Gemini's going to back away.
Yeah, manages to just walk out. Jimmy takes a little chunk from Dasher and...
Oh, God. Yeah, Dasher goes aggressive, but isn't aware there's two people waiting for him in that bush.
Yeah, gets the Senna ult, which is a much longer cooldown than the Ahri ult. So you're feeling okay about that, but this Ahri is most of your early game.
Oh, and speaking of Ahri, maybe picking up another one here. Forest does claim it, but aggressively looking there onto Jimmy, and Jimmy did have flash available, but I guess didn't find a time to use it.
He'll be looking for a proxy here. No one around to back up Jiang, so he has to get back to catch this wave.
Just advanced aggressively coming out. Gemini is here. Flash forward from Kaiwing. The tower is luckily deactivated, but Gemini's getting very, very low.
Yeah.
Ignite even ticking away on him, but not really any more follow-up damage to come through, and he will be able to get away, but a gank, a dive even thwarted there, which is always going to feel fantastic for the bottom lane here of SoftBank.
Yeah, just trading very proactively to get these cooldowns off of Frank and not let them have a perfect dive set up again.
It's a lot harder without the Talia coming down.
Yeah. Marble on his own, though.
Yeah, gets snared up, and Kaiwing might just look aggressively. Has absolutely everything up, and there is nothing to respond for with Marble. Very nice hook lands, and Kaiwing with the flash out the other side of that tower. Gemini here, Kaiwing here, very low. Vista, can he find a way in? It's just going to be Forest who does, but the root comes through, and Kaiwing's still alive. Gemini's still alive. Kaiwing does go down. Eminem should be able to find at least one kill in return. Does so indeed. And just more time for Marble to be off the map. Has the teleport to come back, but certainly lost some minions under that tower. And Eminem now getting very, very strong on the center.
Yeah, Kaiwing looking invincible on this Nautilus, landing every hook as well. Jiang just probably pretty happy to trade farm with Evie. Evie prioritizing farm a lot more than helping his team this game. We'll have TP up soon. 0-3 start on the Smolder, not how you want this game to be going.
Yeah, 1 and a bit K gold lead here for Frank, and also got that dragon. Second dragon now is going to be up and available. See if Evie chooses to join. We do see him on the Rex side more often than not, just leaving his lane, coming to join these team fights. He has the teleport advantage in the top side, and you know with the Smolder, they're not going to want to give over dragons early if they don't have to, but...
Yeah.
Last time they did this, they did kind of just lose the 4v5, and Jiang got to spend the time top.
Yeah.
And they were further ahead that game.
This time it looks like Jiang is just walking straight down, anticipating a fight over this objective.
Okay. I mean, you have to favor Frank. They're just,
I mean, this Nautilus is just unkillable.
Yeah. There's no Banshees this time, you know. Dasher by this stage of last game had 2 items, and they still kind of lost that. Eminem picking up a triple on the Zeri.
Looks like they're gonna go, though.
Yeah, through comes his Nature's Grass. Teleport coming through from behind. Yeah, Evie Dasher as well, finding a massive in, but Kaiwing starts off that fight and starts it off well. Gemini now picks up himself a kill, and Jiang, he's finding the damage. We've seen him on the Aatrox, but the knockups come through, the charm comes through, and Jiang might be in trouble here. There's still 2 uses of Spirit Rush available, but they're going to be defensive as Jiang managed to find yet another way in and forward, and sweet spot time and time again. This man is infallible on the Aatrox, but maybe not so, as Evie will be picking up the kill for himself there. Eminem 1 HP, but is surviving. Will he get taken out? Kaiwing will. The Foxfire secure in that one. And SoftBank, they pick up the team fight win, but they do lose the dragon.
Yeah, they managed to salvage a pretty abysmal looking team fight. Honestly, this team fight starts with Marble getting hooked by the Nautilus. Kaiwing's so accurate on this champion. Marble almost at 115 stacks now, so if he swaps to the mid lane now, he should be quite accelerated. And I mean, Evie TP flanks here, but Kaiwing just finds a perfectly timed hook that this flank doesn't amount to much. Marble at least still gets his ulti off for some damage, and Eminem starts this fight so low and still gets damage out and never goes down this fight. He's playing so well on the Senna, as he has in the past. Another hook connects from Kaiwing. Just looking like a monster on the Nautilus, especially when you can give him the farm. He's so tanky.
Look at the damage Dash is doing, though. Really well played by him.
Yeah. Yeah, having to play out of his mind as the only damage available for his team in this fight.
Oh, even the flash charm. We didn't see that.
Yeah, this should be a shutdown, right? No.
Oh, he has the shutdown post dying, the classic.
Yeah. Yeah, Marble off to a horrible start this game. is stacking okay, though. And that tends to be all that really matters on this Smolder. Does need his rapid fire cannon eventually.
Still, though, if you're Frank, you're still up. 1k gold.
Yeah,
still
importantly, the dragon.
Yeah, the dragon as well was picked up. Ocean Soul again this game. We saw it didn't matter last game, and teleport coming through. Dasher, Weaver's Wall from Jimmy, and it's going to be another 5v5, but Eminem's found first. He's hitting very low, and a shutdown comes through onto the perfect member, as it's going to be Marble who picks that one up. Jung still alive. Jung trying to do what he can. Kaiwing trying to get away. Maybe this Rift Herald going down. Evie finds his way into now Jimmy, shall I say, does land a two-man shove, but will be taken out. No worries whatsoever. And it's a 3-4-0 as SoftBank, they're looking good to find themselves in this game number 4.
Evie is so annoying on this Rek'Sai. And that teamfight win felt like the first clean teamfight win in 2 or 3 games for SoftBank.
Oh, Kaiwing, he's trying to trade Summon back. Won't be able to.
Yeah, they get the center ult and this tower too. So a massive swing for SoftBank, who now take the gold lead out of nowhere. And again, Dasher on the Ahri.
Yeah, what a fantastic performance he's having this game.
Yeah, and the last. And it's just Eminem. You see the power of the Vipic here. Timed well with the Ahri teleport. Dasher is able to just get in range to chain the CC.
Yeah, puts down the pink ward. I didn't even notice that in the...
Yeah, that is smart. I didn't notice that either. And then this flank from Evie, he manages to get out on low HP. Find the group of Frank who are kind of clumped to avoid this Nautilus ulti.
Yeah, gets the execute there with the Rek'Sai ult, shut down even for him.
And then even interrupts. I thought he was just being annoying, but he actually stalls Kaiwing enough that they kill him as well as this tower.
I didn't notice there too, but he was unbarrowed so he could make sure where Kaiwing was, and then just insta swaps, gets it down, shut down again over to Dasher at the end of that, as you just saw.
Yep, 2 items now on the Ahri.
Oh, Jimmy
probably doesn't have the damage.
The stunned. And phase rush procced as well.
Oh.
Jimmy not going to really have all that much damage until this Leandros can come through. Evie trying to make his way out. Should have 2 tunnels available for himself. We'll see. It's about an 18-second cooldown.
Yeah,
very close to having it. Through comes that ultimate, gets stunned up because of Jimmian and the Scattered Earth, and he will be able to pick up that kill there. Shut down over to Jimmian. That's going to speed up his progress towards that Leandres quite a lot. This Rift Herald going to be placed down. No one driving it, so we'll just find a little bit of chip damage, but not all that impactful.
Yeah, and you can't get too aggressive on this mid lane play if you're SoftBank, because Jimmian can just join the fight with his Talia ulti. So you can't really make the most of your Rek'Sai getting ganked. And just a bit over-aggressive from Evie, who's, never really going to even find a kill on the Talia. Unless he's really isolated.
Dragon, 1 minute. Well, 1 second, sorry. Is now live. Teleport coming through now for Jimmian. Evie does have himself the teleport too, so he's going to go up and clear this top side. Dasher finds a charm. It's on to Gemini. Big chunk there onto the volley bear. Eminem going to be able to heal him up just a little bit.
Evie does have teleport. No good flank wards to speak of, though.
Yeah, it does have the pushed-in bot lane wave, though. So, in theory, could choose to just go to that minion wave. He's not going to. Just going to be more grouped with the team. Forest maybe looking for a flank. Weaver's Wall comes through. Dash is going to have to use his ult or flash to get over that one in the near future. But it does go down. 3.5k HP. Evie's in the pit, as is Forest and Jiang. He's trying to contest them. Through it comes, and it's going to be the smite picked up. But Jiang lands a 2-man knock-up. He's still got the Q3 available and should be able to find a kill onto Forest if he's able to use it. But wasn't able to, as Dash is now onto Jiang on the backside. Gemini's going to be taken out. And it's Evie just disrupting 4 members here of Frank. They don't have the damage. Eminem on the center really can't put out the DPS required to take out this Rek'Sai, but Jiang's doing his goddamn best to try and find the kill onto Dasher. Won't be able to, and it's a 2-for-0 as things stand. Evie still being annoying. Fairly high in health as he is able to continue regenning through that burrow, but most importantly, Dragon picked up for the side of SoftBank.
Yeah, a rare time where we've seen Gemini lose a smite fight. Very clutch for Forest, puts his team in a very good spot going forward, and bit of a throwback to earlier in the split where both top laners just looked like unkillable demons in that last fight. Evie especially, kind of reminding me of Senna into Cassante.
Yeah, what it does, right?
Just cannot be killed by just the Senna. I'm not sure where Jimmian ended up. So Jiang ends up getting engaged on here. for SoftBank, but they don't spend all that much time on him because they have to get to this dragon. Once the dragon goes down, he does get ulted by the Vi. Just to stop him from, they don't even kill him, just to stop him from running away with this team fight. And it looks very scary for SoftBank here, but Evie is just in the middle of 3 people looking immortal. And Jiang has his little moment at the end here too, where it just, I was getting deja vu. It looked like he was about to take down Dasher. Dasher flashes for this charm too.
Oh, that is so nice.
And he almost takes out Dasher, but fortunately, Marvel's there to finish him off. And team fight win, but more importantly, honestly, is the dragon.
The Andres is now going to be completed here for Jimmy, and so will be more damage for the Taliyah, but it's a huge advantage for SoftBank. We've seen them now 2 games in a row. Big advantage, not be able to close the game out. Gold difference there on your screen. They managed to crawl back from this one. Let's see if they can get this across the line. And once again, match point in favor of Frank. SoftBank, if they lose here, they will be returning home.
With 2 eyebrows down.
That's right.
Evie.
They came here, 10 sets of eyebrows. Well, 10 eyebrows, I suppose. Yeah, they would be leaving with 8.
Yeah, they're either going to MSI or going home with 8.
He's playing pretty well in this game.
I haven't actually done an eyebrow count.
Think someone might have one?
Yeah.
Maybe.
And Forrest not able to fight engage. Evie going forward.
Yeah, that was a little scary. Does all right and gets out. Half HP. We'll be able to regen it up a little bit, but no Spirit Visage yet, so it won't be as impactful as after Weaver's Wall coming through. That's onto 3. Evie, he's trying to find the knockup. Won't be able to. Here comes the Stormcaller. 1 kill found. Gemini picks it up. Marvel's going to answer back, though, and Forrest with that cease and desist through onto Jiang, but it's not going to mean anything as Jiang gets the reset, gets the health back, gets the Q1, gets the Q2. But it is Vista who is able to walk away. Eminem's looking for that route, won't be able to find it. 2 for 1 in favor this time of the side of Frank as they're looking to push down the mid lane.
Probably not going to get anything done mid, just so much wave clear on the Smolder. These fights are so scary to take against Smolder. They're engaging on Smolder's front line and just letting him free hit in these fights. And it can just be so disastrous, but Frank plays so well in these team fights.
Yeah, it almost feels like they're still just biding time. You know, Smolder's online now, but eventually this Aatrox will be online.
Yeah.
And he was really the deal closer last game. He was able to just eliminate Marvel before Marvel was able to actually do anything. Now, admittedly, they did have obviously a lot of assistance in that being they had a Maokai. And the Maokai was able to just pretty simply get onto Marvel, who didn't have cleanse, I don't believe.
Yeah, or even Dasher. Dasher's life made a lot easier not going up against a Maokai this game.
Yeah. And so it is a harder game. For Jiang to try and navigate to find as much impact. He's been doing all right. He's been doing a lot of damage.
Yeah.
But I think this game falls a lot more onto the shoulders of Eminem and on to Jimmy in here on the Taliyah. Jimmy has to be very careful.
Marble recovering very well this game. I think he was 0-3 to start off. Maybe even 0-4 to start off. But as we said, it feels like it doesn't matter what Smolder's score is as long as he gets 3 items and 225 stacks.
Yeah. Now currently 2 massive shutdowns to claim on the side of SoftBank, and so really don't want to give those over. Last game they kind of did, and that was a devastation for them. And
Marble might be the best Smolder I've seen at just stacking mid-game. It feels like once you put him in mid lane, he just gets infinite stacks. 260 at 24 minutes. When Dasher misses the charm. Kaiwing, though, misses the hook. Marble going to get knocked up by that depth charge, and now all bets are off as the Nature's Grass comes through and they find the first kill. Kaiwing going down. Jiang trying to find the damage that he can. Cease and desist comes through onto him, though, and he's going to get executed. That's 2 kills, 3 kills even make that for the side of SoftBank. Weaver's Wall comes through and Jimmy's going to be able to get away. Both carries do remain alive, but Baron now on the cards as SoftBank. They look to make their comeback true in this game number 4. Yeah, they should be able to just pick up this Baron. Not all that much that Eminem and Jimmy are going to be able to say to stop this. Yeah, in the meanwhile, Vista, he's guarding the dragon, which is, of course, alive now. Yeah, making sure the 2 carries can't go do the dragon. They are down a bit of tempo on SoftBank, but still respawns going for the side of Frank, so they could even recall. Yeah, but they have every teleport. They have Jiang, Kaiwing, as well as Jimmy, and all have teleport. They can get to this dragon to fight it, and they're going to want to. It's just a botched engage here from Frank, right? Dasher doesn't quite land the charm, and then Kaiwing hooks a wall and has to ult defensively against the Smolder, means there's no threat onto him for the rest of this fight. and they're able to finally find a front-to-back, and Aatrox is a lot less scary when it is a front-to-back like this. We'll just go down to CC.
Well played by Jimmy to somehow escape there.
Yeah, found an angle to get out there, and
the flash into the immediate Weaver's wall to get himself to safety. But it is the Baron going over, and SoftBank well and truly in control of this game.
Yep.
Dragon will not be contested as SoftBank just send Forest there alone to take that one for themselves.
And I mean, we just cannot rest here and count Frank out. We've made that mistake many times.
Yeah, but this feels a little different, right? Eminem playing center. I mean, you know, how often do you and I both say it that if you're building LDR second as AD carry, it's not a game to be playing that AD carry. Yeah, Smite. I mean, everything comes through onto Smolder, but Marble's able to get away. Knock up now as well. As Vista's just doing whatever he wants. Marble, he's so untouched that he just picks up a double kill.
Still has his flash as well. Just Nerves of Steel on Marble. Desperate engage from Frank.
Yeah, Jung not even there.
If you can find the Smolder alone, it does just end this Baron push for SoftBank, so can't blame Kaiwing for looking for it.
So, bot lane Inhib tower, and most likely Inhib should be picked up eventually here. There are respawns coming through shortly. 10 seconds left on Kaiwing, 20 on Gemini, but at least this tower going down, Inhib will be taken out as well. There's no chance ever to look for a fight here.
Yeah, I don't think SoftBank can realistically keep going with their jungler in mid.
Jung trying to deal with this mid wave.
Has to be worried about getting collapsed on his team's far away.
There are a lot of people coming. He might have to pop the world ender to get himself away. Will he be able to? Yes, the blast cone's going to help him do that. Now, maybe they're looking for a turnaround. It is the world ender still being active, but it's going to be gone now, and that's flash as well as world ender now gone from Jiang for overstaying his welcome well and truly in that mid wave.
Yeah, they pick up another tower, and Aatrox flash is a big deal. We remember what Jiang was able to do in that last game. Flash being down is going to be pretty detrimental for him carrying any of these fights.
Why did we pick Senna?
I mean, Eminem does look very good on the Senna.
Yeah, the problem is you just
can't kill Rek'Sai.
Yeah, you can barely kill Vi. Or Maokai.
Yeah.
It's only Talia that does damage to them.
Yeah,
and you would rather be using that Talia to follow up on a Nautilus engage onto Marble.
Yeah, I think Senna is best paired with a carry jungler. You know, your Zins. We even saw SoftBank play a Graves with Senna.
Well, we're in the Death Bush stage of the game.
Yeah.
Feels like you have to find something incredible here as Frank to be able to turn around. They have now twice in a row, but
yeah,
you know,
desperate times now for Frank.
Each time it's kind of felt more and more lost.
Yeah.
Rubicam Dasher, he's going to have to ult away. It's a trade of ults. Weaver's Wall also used here from Jimian, but not going to follow it. This is just going to clear out these minion waves. Obviously, Baron buff now is gone. It's 2-2 in terms of the Dragons, but certainly going to be SoftBank who are favored to win this as things stand. Nice Dawning Shadow coming out there from Eminem. Maybe even able to find Evie, and oh god, we've seen this one before. Evie being taken out early on in the team fight. We didn't even have to commit all that much to it.
Dasher loses his flash as well. Yeah, Evian Forest kind of committing for a pretty difficult kill.
Charm lands, that's onto Gemini. He's very low. Nature's Grasp coming out. He's going to be taken out and doesn't even have the time to get his Stormcaller through. Kaiwing now being the focus. There are still two more uses of the Spirit Rush. Nice Infernal Change, but god damn! Marble has done a whole hell of a lot of damage. It's a double kill immediately. And with Jiang dead, Kaiwing dead, and Gemini dead, finishing touches possibly on this game number 4.
Yeah, they make a mistake, but they are so far ahead it just doesn't matter at this point. They take the 4v5, and Marble is well and truly online. He was 0-4-3 this game, is 9-4 now. 700 gold shutdown. Gonna be 3 inhibs for SoftBank.
All 3 inhibs are going to get picked up here as respawns will be coming through. There is teleports available if they want to look for something a little spicy. Feels like they kind of have to because they are completely back against the wall. Flash forward. It's going to be Dasher who's stunned up. Dasher might even be going down. Eminem picks that one up for himself. It's returned by the execute there, of course, though. And a massive, massive minion wave now crashing. It is going to be cleared out very quickly there from it. Jimian, who is now at half HP. You've lost Dasher. Dasher was a 700 gold shutdown. Eminem picking that one up, but hasn't had the time to spend the gold. Hook goes wide. Kaiwing not going to connect. And Marble feeling so safe. Doesn't have ult, has flash. And what can he really do to this Smolder, who is well and truly online?
Yeah, you do have to be a little careful without your second carry threat here. Nautilus ult is
Nature's Gas
only
coming
on
through.
Smolder.
Kaiwing's going to be okay to tank that one up, and Eminem is feeling completely fine. Root lands onto Evie, and all of a sudden we find ourselves without Vista. Vista goes down in a matter of seconds. Evie now being looked at. Evie, does he have a dash available? Forrest does. Forrest gets out of there, but this Rek'Sai is now stunned up. Hook connects. Through comes a cease and desist. The executes might be good enough, though, as Marvel's living. Joey's trying to find anything, but the flash has to come through, and Smolder does live, but 4 members of SoftBank have gone down, and Frank backs against the wall once again, finds a team fight win.
Yeah, miraculous defense again from Frank, and that is the problem with just one carry up against this Nautilus. Vista tries to go for an engage, but Marvel gets Nautilus ulted and has 0 uptime to help his Maokai. They're able to kill Vista, you know, without any return damage, and then chase down some kills. Marvel loses his flash as well.
This...
Uh-oh. Surely not.
No.
They can't even leave base. Yeah, they can't leave base even.
They're down 3 inhibs. Bot lane inhibs should be spawning very soon. It is 25 more seconds left on that.
Yeah, with Baron now, you barely need to even worry about the dragon. You can pick it up if you feel like it, but once you get the Baron... This is going to have
to be the most miraculous team fight of all time if Frank actually want to win this game.
Yeah, they don't really have the kind of champs that, as the carries of SoftBank, having a tough time with this Baron.
Yeah. Vista not interested in helping.
Yep, and you can take this as slow as you want.
Okay, bot lane inhib is now back. So it is only the top and mid, and admittedly against, you know, when you're trying to defend a Baron buff, the 2 easiest lanes to deal with, but it certainly is the Baron now going down. There is no contest to come through. And with how in tatters the base of Frank Esports is, they just have to look for a fight immediately.
Yeah.
And it has to be pixel perfect. Everything has to land. They have to dodge. They have to somehow find a way to kill down Marvel. Yes, he's lost his flash, but you're also dealing with Dasher, who is so strong on this Ahri. Evie going to be playing Interrupt the entire time alongside Vista and Forrest.
Yeah, here
what
come
can
the waves.
Frank do? They've pulled off 2 miracles in a row. Flash forward, Kaiwing misses. That's not going to be it. Through comes a Nature's Grasp. Spirit Rush now used, and they didn't actually find a reset here, so that's something in benefit of Frank. Jung taking a lot of damage here from the Smolder. Baron minions, 2 super minion waves coming through. Frank, what can you do? Kaiwing's lost absolutely all of his engage tools. They've taken down that 3rd inhib, so even if they win the fight here, they're not out of the woods. Kaiwing, Gemini, they have to find something. They find Evie, but he's just going to have that tunnel to get himself out. Eminem now gets clipped by 1 singular spread of the Smolder Q and is down to about a quarter HP. These beefy tanks are trying to deal what they can with the minions, but there's almost nothing they can truly do.
Yep, you just got to play it slow if you're SoftBank now. Even the Nautilus, who is your hope for a good engage, can't do anything through these minions.
Teleport now coming through. It's Dasher coming back, has Spirit Rush, has Flash, once again available for himself. We're waiting, we're biding time for Frank. Nice stun onto Evie, takes a lot of damage, but now with minion waves truly crashing at the same time, it's double super minions everywhere. They have to find a fight, do Frank, but how do you do it? They could just hit the Nexus perhaps on the side of SoftBank. Kaiwing's going to be eliminated. Dawning Shadow to keep him alive for just a little bit more, but Dasher will be able to help confirm that kill, and Marvel, he gets himself a double, and with that, the Nexus is taken out, and SoftBank, they finally get it done in game number 4.
Jeez, do Frank make them work for it, though. Just hanging on to the last HP on their Nexus, and yeah, Angry Ebby gets it done.
Yes, certainly does.
Still had a couple of moments where he was just doing a little too much. I think if you're going to criticize SoftBank that game at all, just a little too eager with some of their plays. But otherwise, finally some clean team fight wins out of them. Felt Frank just looked infallible in these team fights.